It is amazing just how many different accents and slang words that there are. It's just wow. Oh, wow. My neck just broke. Oh. Anyway, guys, welcome back to the channel. It is your favorite boy, Ethan, from the Midwest, aka the state of Kansas, smack dab in the middle of the US of A. That is where I'm from. Anyway, guys, we are back today to do another reaction video. Today's top 10 things Brits are bloody good at. Obviously, there's more than 10, because you guys are bloody good at a lot of things. I know I did a video similar to this a while back. It was 25 things that the UK does better than America. And in the comments, so many people were just like annihilating the United States, like Britain pretty much does everything better. And to be fair, the more and more I learn about the UK, and not just the UK, but Europe and stuff, you guys do a lot of things better. I can't think of anything that honestly comes to mind that we do that is honestly any better. Maybe we do it similar or the same level, but honestly, yeah, nothing's coming to my mind that's just like, America does this, and this is better. So, anyway, guys, I've seen this requested in some of the videos that I've been doing lately, and so now that's what we're doing here today. This is from the channel Watch Mojo UK. Before we get in the video, guys, make sure to leave a like if you like this video. Also, make sure your notification bell is turned on if you are a subscriber, and if you're not a subscriber, just subscribe. Just do it. With that being said, though, let's get into the video and check out things that you guys are bloody good at.
Sometimes it's a well-established fact that the British are bleeding brilliant at something, while some of our other talents are vastly underappreciated. For this list, we're ditching our stereotypical modesty for just a few short minutes to take a look at our strongest specialties. Number 10. Theatre. Forget Broadway, London's West End is the true pinnacle for stage performers. Not that we're in competition with New York or anything, but if we were, we'd totally win.
I mean, there's really not competition. Like, you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys have, like, invented theater, right? And not only that, like, yeah, New York City might be the biggest over here for the States, but it's got nothing compared to London for sure. I've actually never seen
mainstay productions of shows like the most watched musical in the world, The Phantom of the Opera, plus The Wizard of Oz retelling Wicked, and even the Michael Jackson musical Thriller. Les Mis has run continuously since 1985, plus Harry Potter and the Cursed Child ran for almost 2 years before NYC even got a look in. There's basically something for everyone under the bright lights of London's theatre scene. Number 9. Playing Hollywood bad guys. For whatever reason, Hollywood seems to typecast us Brits as the villains. And that's probably because we're pretty darn great at it.
Oh yes. What was it you said to me before? Yippee-ki-yay, mother.
Whether it's the legendary performance of Alan Rickman playing foil to Bruce Willis in Die Hard, or Gary Oldman.
I absolutely loved Alan Rickman's performances. He was such a brilliant actor. I was actually really sad when I heard that he passed a few years back. But that is so true, though. Like, stereotypically, I think more maybe in older movies, but British people, like, if there's a bad guy in a Hollywood film, it's going to be either British, a Russian, or a German. But usually British. I feel like maybe not as much anymore, because obviously you have Christian Bale Batman, you have Henry Cavill Superman, and there's just a ton of Hollywood films with British actors that are like lead roles, and they're not like portrayed as bad people. But I think stereotypically, though, if there is a bad guy, it's going to be a British person.
Villainous turn in Bram Stoker's Dracula, or The Fifth Element. Or Air Force One, or, well, you get the point.
Yeah, Gary Oldman's such a prolific actor.
I'll choose someone more important.
Clearly no one nails an ominous, threatening, or iconic antagonist better than the raft of gargantuan actors hailing from these shores.
Therefore, since I cannot prove a lover, I'm determined to prove a villain.
Number 8. Educational Institutes. Yes, Harvard and Yale are pretty impressive.
Yeah, but not
they
Oxford.
pale in comparison to our own prestigious universities, Oxford and Cambridge.
Yeah.
Fostering future prime ministers, presidents, leading academics, scientists, actors, actresses, and business tycoons, amongst an endless list of notable graduates, the legacies of these institutions are second to none. Not to mention that Oxford is the oldest English-speaking university there is, and second oldest in continuous operation in the world. Many of the all-time great minds have been shaped in Britain. Number 7. unique slang. You best know about our
Sure.
unique slang, fam. If not, you must be off your nut, fella. Either way, we'll leave it there, pet.
In the bottom of St. Regis tea kettle, yes.
Oh, Michael Keaton.
A turtle, yes.
From the Cockney rhyming slang popularised during World War II to the globally influenced hybrid street slang of London, heard in films like Kiddlehood, there's no shortage of superb slang spoken in Britain.
Look, why aren't you speaking to me?
Man,
You won't chat to me in like 3 weeks?
and I've been doing a bit of things in it.
There's also the lingo that's specific to the north, plus a barrage of brilliant terms from the West Country and Wales, north of the border dialect in Scotland.
I just saw Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels like 2 or 3 months ago. It was a brilliant film. Like I mentioned this before, Guy Ritchie's one of my favorite directors. Obviously, it wasn't like big budget like some of his more modern stuff, but that was a brilliant movie, and obviously the accents were amazing.
Scotland and countryside colloquialisms from East Anglia. By gum.
Oh, is that right?
Number 6.
That's one thing that really surprised me on this channel's journey is I really had no idea how many different dialects and slangs and accents you guys have, especially for such a small area. It is amazing just how many different accents and slang words that there are. It's just wow.
Music festivals. Glastonbury alone is probably enough to validate this entry, but throw in Reading and Leeds, Isle of Wight and Download festivals to name but a few, and it's almost overkill. Anyone who's anyone in almost any genre of music has played or wants to play at one, if not all, of these iconic venues at some point in their careers. The usually lousy British weather just adds to the experience, as festival goers wear their coatings of mud like badges of honour.
Always talking
I
about
may
the
be
weather.
old and inappropriately dressed, but at least I look amazing.
And music aside, you can't beat a few drinks and a good old-fashioned sing-along around the campsites.
People fall in love in mysterious ways.
Number 5. Inventing sports. Football, tennis, rugby, cricket, table tennis, golf, ice hockey and even baseball are all sports that originated in the UK. You're welcome, rest of the world. We haven't done too badly at most of them either, especially tennis, rugby and boxing in recent years. But globally, football is the most popular sport of all. And though England hasn't won a
That's such a catchy song though, especially listening to it like leading up to the game that happened a couple months ago where you guys were potentially taking it home, was just awesome.
World Cup since way back in 1966, much to everyone's continued misery, the English Premier League is still the most watched league in the world, with players from all countries queuing up to play in it. Number 4. History.
Oh yeah,
Britain's
for
a
sure.
pretty small island, but it's steeped in more recorded history than almost anywhere else, and has long been
Like
a top
China
tourist
would probably have
destination
a
for eager
ton of
culture
history.
vultures. True, the widespread rule of the British Empire isn't always remembered with great fondness, but the UK has historically proven an important and positive influence in Europe and the Commonwealth.
Important.
And few
That's like an
countries can match
understatement.
Britain for impressive castles, important battle sites, stately homes, national parks, or inspired architecture. There's just really, really old stuff everywhere you look. Number 3. Comedy. No one, and we mean no one, does sarcasm or self-deprecating humour quite like the British. Along with our thriving
That's for
economy,
sure.
stable political leadership and predictable weather, it's what we do best.
Please! This is supposed to be a happy occasion. Let's not bicker and argue about who killed who.
Throw a few inventive, sodding swear words into the mix, and you're onto a winner. And then there's
I still need to watch freaking Mighty Python and the Holy Grail. I just haven't gone to it yet. Definitely though, that's another thing. Like the more and more I watch and react to you guys' comedy, I feel like I'm starting to understand it better. But it is hilarious. But at least what I understand is hilarious. Like it just really, really is, and I love it.
there's a steady flow of standout films and sitcoms, from Monty Python to Mr. Bean to Peep Show.
What's so funny? It's only a fridge magnet.
Never heard
I
of
know,
Peep Show.
but it looks just like a fried egg.
As well as the long list of British comedies that America has tried to remake before failing miserably. You just can't beat the originals, can you?
Okay, so when it comes to The Office, I know a lot of people say the British one was better. I have not seen it yet, but I think if you go by numbers at least, the American Office was probably considered more successful. Like Ricky Gervais probably made way more money, with the American office than he did the British office. With that being said, though, I'm not going to say that the British office is worse than the American office. The American office just over here just like took off, and there's people who keep rewatching it and rewatching and rewatching it for some reason. I do love Ricky Gervais, though.
Writing influential books. It's British authors behind the lion's share of the best-selling books of all time, with Charles Dickens's A Tale of Two Cities and J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings toward the top of that list.
To the bridge of Khazad-dûm.
And
I think I heard they're actually making a Lord of the Rings Amazon show. That's going to be exciting. Also, though, when I was younger, I read a decent amount of Dickens, and I also read several books by Robert Louis Stevenson.
And J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter books are also the best-selling series of all time.
What happened?
I'm pretty sure J.K. Rowling's the only billionaire author.
Numbers, British writers have always been influential in shaping literary styles and genres. From the gothic glory of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein to the gritty realism of Irvine Welsh's Trainspotting, when the Brits write, the whole world reads.
So, we all get old, we can't hack it anymore, and
God,
that's it.
McGregor's so young.
Yeah.
Number 1. Producing influential music.
Not surprised at all by
The
this.
Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, Queen, Bowie, Oasis, Radiohead. We could dedicate an entire list to the influential British bands and musicians, and in fact, already have. And it's not just the rock and pop genres we've revolutionised either. The grime scene is another homegrown phenomenon with the likes of Stormzy leading the charge.
How dare you twist up the truth, look, you're getting way too big for your boots.
Pick any era from the past century and the UK could provide a soundtrack to it. And a bloody good one at that.
Don't let me down.
Yeah, definitely when it comes to music, you guys were just you guys were and just are and just insanely influential in the world of music. I mean, I think I would agree with all of those, but I will say I would argue The Office based off numbers, but yeah, that you guys are like freaking good at so much. You guys definitely have a lot to brag and be proud of, and you guys just have such an amazing legacy. It's really impressive. With that being said, though, guys, that's all I have for the video. If you guys liked it, make sure to leave a like. Comment down below, though, if you guys agreed or disagreed with anything I was said regarding the video. And we'll catch you guys next time. Please be safe, take care, look after one another, and cheers.